Is Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey the best movie of the year? Yeah, probably. It probably is. And you know what? You guys probably aren't surprised to hear me say that. Now, I am so excited to talk about this movie and to really dive into my review now that embargo is up and I can do more than just a social reaction, because there's so much about this movie that I loved. Now, I went in with bananas high expectations, okay? Insanely high expectations, because not only is this Christopher Nolan, who's a genius, we all know he's a genius. He's a genius, okay? It's also an amazing story. I love this story. I love Greek mythology. I'm Greek, for those of you who don't know. My maiden name is Alexopoulos. So was very excited. Then, on top of that, this cast list, you guys, the amount of insanely talented actors that are in this movie is bananas. This list is miles long, and every single person, to no one's surprise, brought their A game and really, truly delivered. So, I mean, let's talk about Matt Damon first. Like, he's so good. He's obviously the lead of this. I say lead loosely because, I mean, everyone in this movie, Anne Hathaway, I would say, is like his co-lead. The two of them, phenomenal. But anyway, Matt Damon is so good. Like, he takes us on this journey. And the one thing I really love about this so much is added to the story that we know. This really is him dealing with the consequences, right? Odysseus is dealing with the consequences of his actions. He is dealing with the memory of what happened at Troy, inside those walls, okay? That he tricked his way in and then took advantage of them, and then what came from there. So that's so much of what I loved about this, but just his performance is so nuanced. It's so incredible. Every time we check in with him, it's like, he just adds a layer to his performance, and it's truly a masterclass in acting. And I will say, I know a lot of people are saying this is like a masterclass in filmmaking, and rightfully so. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. The man knows what he's doing, and yet somehow he continues to top himself. Like, this very well might be Christopher Nolan's best work, and like, not even close, which is crazy to say when you look at the list of movies he's made. Then we have Anne Hathaway, who, like, as a mother and a wife, like, oh my God, her performance just tore at my heartstrings. I felt for her. There's certain monologues that she has, especially in talking with Tom Holland, that I just like wanted to reach out and hug her and be like, girl, I'm here for you. You know, like, there's so much that she goes through. And you really think of the stuff that Penelope went through. Like, she literally was the queen without a king for years and years and years and years and years. And then they're like, you need a king. Like, she's been running that whole place. Anyways, it's a lot. Plus, she's dealing with the loss of her husband. She's had to raise her son basically herself. There's a lot happening, right? And she's so good in this. And there's so many moments where her face, there's quiet moments with her. And then there's some truly incredible moments, like I said, especially between her and Tom Holland. Tom Holland, my God, we know he's good, right? He has proven time and time again that he is a great actor, but man, he is such a good actor. And well, I'm so happy for him and Zendaya. And I'm so happy they're married. And I'm so happy that, you know, they've said when they have kids, they're taking a step back, and I get it. But boy, oh boy, we are going to miss him when he is gone, because, and I'm sure he'll come back and do more acting once his kids are older. I'm just projecting all this on to him. Sorry to stress you out, Tom, but we're going to need you back because he's so good. He's so good. And there's some moments between him and Matt Damon, but especially between him and Anne Hathaway, that really got me. And again, maybe it's the mom in me. Anything with a story with a mom and a kid is always going to just kill me. Who else? John Bernthal. Great. Phenomenal. Incredible. I'm not going to be able to list everybody, but I will say Robert Pattinson. Okay. That man, every single time I see him, he tops his own work. How? How does every time I see him, he's better than the last performance that he absolutely nailed? Like, he's so good in this. He's so incredible. If you don't know the story, which you probably do, or at least know different iterations of the story, I don't want to give too much away, but he's so good at like playing a terrible person. He's so good at playing a coward. He's so good. Some of these moments, especially towards the end, I was like, oh my God. Like, the close-ups on his face, I was just like, he's so good. He's so good at this. Robert Pattinson, you're so good in this. Oh my God. But I will say the one this is going to sound mean. I don't want it to sound mean. I wouldn't say the most surprised by, but one of the standouts for me that I didn't expect to be a standout. That's what I'll say. No, he's a great actor. Wasn't expecting this standout is John Leguizamo. Like, that's a lot of there's a lot of heart-wrenching stuff. Now, he's a great actor, don't get me wrong. And I know he's done a lot of stuff, but to me, in my head, he's like a comedy guy, right? He just makes me laugh all the time. And so to see him in this performance, it just tore me apart. There's certain moments that really, really got me. There's one scene that I was like crying that he's a part of. And then a scene following up a part that he's a part of. He's not really a part of it, but it's towards the end. Man, it got me. It really, really got me. And I don't want to give anything away because it's towards the end, but you'll probably know when you see it. Matt Damon is involved. It's mostly Matt Damon and then a little bit of Tom Holland. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my God. Okay. Charlize Theron, incredible. She's so good as Calypso. Like, she's great. She, in those moments where it's just her and Matt Damon, of course. If you know the story, it makes sense. It's just the two of them. Whenever she's on screen, it's only the two of them. But those moments are so great. You talk again, more like emotional stuff, like this is just such a good story. And I think what really helps it, because this is 3 hours long. It doesn't feel 3 hours long. And I think that's because of the brilliant way that they did the storytelling. And this goes to the script, and Chris Nolan wrote this script and he did an incredible job. It's split up. Like, you're not going from beginning to end, right? It's not like, okay, here's Odysseus leaving, here's Troy, here's this, here's that, here's this adventure, that adventure, this adventure, that adventure, here's the end. It's not. Like, it is like, you hear, for example, Tom Holland, like hearing a story about his dad, right? And so then it flashes back and you see the story. Like, John Bernthal's telling the story, and then you get to see what happened in that moment, right? And that's what I like about it. And it keeps it fresh and exciting, and it keeps changing things up, right? It's going back and forth. You're not just, I think if it was all the way through, it would have been a little more tedious maybe, again, for a really long movie. Lots of great action though. I mean, of course, there's all the mythology stuff. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but there's all the different islands that they visit on the way home, and they're all done so well. They're so good. One thing I will just tease is the Cyclops. Again, you probably know the story, so you probably know this, and it's not really a spoiler, but I would just say the Cyclops is absolutely terrifying. The design is insane, like nothing you've seen before. My jaw dropped. I was scared. I was scared at times, and it's so well done. It's so well done. Cersei, you guys, that's like got some horror elements to it as well. Like, so, because there's the Cyclops, but then there's what she does, which again, I don't want to give anything away if you don't actually know the story. But the way the molding and shaping is done is all I will say. Is brilliant. Again, I keep using that word brilliant, genius, phenomenal, incredible. Like, these are all words I could use to describe this movie. Masterpiece. The score. I haven't even mentioned the score. The score is so freaking good. And you talk about something that takes you on this journey for so long, and it's so well done. Every single aspect of it, like the quieter moments, but then the big action set pieces. It's so good. I know there's other people I'm missing. Himesh Patel, so great. I mean, everyone in this is so good. There's not a person, no matter how small their role is, that like phoned it in. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. No one's like, I'm in this Christopher Nolan movie, I'm just going to phone it in. But it's so brilliant, and it's so good. I was glued to the screen for the entire 3 hours. It was wrapping up, and I was like, oh my God, this is towards the end of the movie. There's multiple times I cried. Multiple times. Chills, actual real chills, like just staring at the screen like, am I witnessing this right now? Like, it is a massive epic. I know it's an epic. It's literally an epic. It's literally, it's just so well done. I know there's other people I'm forgetting, and I apologize. The list is bananas long. And this is getting to be a very long review. I could just gush about this movie forever. I saw it in IMAX 70 millimeter. See this movie in IMAX 70 millimeter if you can. I know there's not a lot of 70 millimeter around the country or around the world even. If not, see it in IMAX. It's massive. This is made to be seen on a massive screen. It is a massive movie. This is a movie people are going to be talking about for years, for decades, heck, probably for centuries. I mean, this is something truly special. Like I said, it's probably the best movie of the year. I can't say. It's only July. I almost said August. It's not August. It's July. But it's, I would say right now, I would say it's Christopher Nolan's best film. And again, you're talking, we're also putting it up against The Prestige and Interstellar and all the Batmans. I mean, and on and on and on and on and on. I could go on and on again. This is too long. It's already over 10 minutes. I will just tell you guys, I loved this movie. I loved everything about this movie. I think everyone in this movie brought their A game. It was amazing. And I'm talking even from like the crew and like the production design and the costumes and the hair and the makeup and everything about this movie is perfect. I have literally no notes. It's 3 hours long, and I was like, I would sit and watch it again. I would have sat and watched it back to back twice. And it's a 3 hour long movie. I mean, I'd like a quick pee break in between, but then I would go and watch it again. It's so good. It's incredible. It flies by. It's just, I was completely immersed, and I just cannot wait to experience it again. I can't wait for you all to experience it. If by the time you got to this review, you have already seen Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, let me know what you think. Where do you think it ranks amongst his movies? Do you agree with me that it's his best movie? You might not, but do you? I love the story. I love the groundedness of it. I love how he's really made it about humanity and the consequences of our actions, and like think about what this does, what the things you do means for other people. Zendaya, I might have mentioned. I don't think I did. She's great. She's not really in it a lot, but man, when she's on screen, oh, she's so good. She's so good. She can do so much just with her face, just with the look of her face. That's another one we're going to miss her when. I'm so happy for them to go be parents, but I'm also so happy for them to come back to acting after. I'm not trying to rush your lives, but we're going to miss y'all. All right. Matt Damon, so good. So good. He was the perfect choice. Every single person in this was the perfect casting choice. I loved it. No notes. I'm going to stop rambling. You guys tell me all the things. If you haven't already subscribed and hit the notification bell and given me a thumbs up, you can if you want. You can follow me on all social media, Mama's Geeky, MAMASGEEKY. Check me out at mamasgeeky.com. I also have another channel up here, Mama's Geeky Plus. It's where I house a lot of interviews and that sort of thing. And that's probably it. I talked y'all's ear off, but just go see this movie. Just go see it because it's like perfect.